Hey there. Hi, this is Micasius TV. I'm your host, Micah, and this is our very first episode, and I welcome you and thank you for watching. Since the first episode, I thought I'd do something a little special. It's a little segment called Micasius Says, and basically I'm just going to go down a list of different things that, the different rules to live by, and in this case, it's relationships. And I hope you can take these tips to heart, and I hope that they'll help you. They're not 100%, they're not 100%, effective. But I think that if you take them into account, I think that you'll see your dating life improve dramatically. So on that note, the first one is observe your partner's patterns. Particularly observe what who they used to date. I mean, if they've dated idiots in the past, and you have a PhD, there's a good chance that you aren't going to work out. Likewise, if they've been dating, a bunch of, people who were very highly successful and you work at McDonald's, yeah, and probably not going to work out either. You have to work with your, and your standards. And, you can't change people. As much as we like to think we can, we really can't. And our next one is, if you are dating someone after 2 months and you start already having pictures of you and your boo as your profile picture on Facebook, yeah, that ain't going to be working out long. Infatuation is a great thing, but it's just that. It's infatuation. And as quickly as those emotions come up, they'll leave just as fast. Our next rule is to listen to your friends. I mean, if 90% of your friends are saying that he or she is, a bad match for you, and that, that they observe things that you can't see, more than likely they're right. And it's a shame that you generally don't see that until after the relationship ends, but it is still there. And of course, that's what makes friends friends. And hopefully, when the relationship ends, and you look back and realize how much of an idiot you were, that your friends will, either laugh at you or laugh with you. Either way, as long as you have your friends, that's all that really matters. But do keep in mind that if your friends tell you after 3 months that you're in a bad spot, and you don't listen to them, and you don't see, you don't see the ass breaking now, and you don't see it until much later, you have no one to blame but yourself. Another rule is more related to Aaliyah. She said, age ain't nothing but a number, and God let you rest in peace. But Aaliyah, that can be further from the truth. This is 2010. We aren't living in a Mormon convent. If there's an age gap that's big enough for a big generation, I have to say that maybe you shouldn't be dating that person. I mean, granted, once you get older, things are a little different. I mean, if you're 45 and you're dating someone who's 62, I mean, that's a totally different ballgame. But if you are 24 and you are going after someone who's 45, you might want to rethink things. So you're going to two completely different spots. And furthermore, I would be concerned if you want to date someone that older, or someone that older was interested in your ass. I mean, really? You really think that someone that old is into you just for this? Or they're probably into a lot more just for that, and they're trying to do things, try to stay young, they're trying to hold on to you, and you're probably too damn immature to really notice these things. Either way, either you have issues, or they have issues, or you'll both have issues. Either way, it ain't good. Another rule is, opposites attract, but fetishization does not. And I know it's really cool to think that, that you want to try out my mythical black phallus. But, no, don't be telling me that stuff. I might get into that kinky bullshit every once in a while, but you don't be telling me that all the same time, all the time. I mean, there's a time and place for that. And we're going to talk about it first. Just don't get off on it already, because that just is a turn off. I mean, check your fetish at the door, And one final rule is that if you are intimidated by success, whether consciously or subconsciously, expect to date a lot of jackasses. Sorry to say, but, it's going to happen. I mean, it just is what it is. But, if you really want to get ahead, you have to be willing to date someone who might be better off than you. And there's nothing wrong with that, but, you got to keep pushing yourself, because really that's what life's all about. It's all about pushing yourself to try to be a better person than you really are. So on that note, I hope you enjoyed Micasius Says, and I'll see you next time.